Good morning, everybody. Welcome to slightly below mediocre sports. Got crazy hair, don't care today. It's nice. She gets a little out of control sometimes. Oh well. So today we have some lactate threshold workouts, our efforts. They're strength builders and pretty painful. We're going to be up in the higher zones, around 240 watts for 8 minutes, and then take a 4-minute break, and we're going to repeat that 3 times. So we'll see how it goes. Feeling positive though. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday, whichever part of the world you're in. Been a little slow to get up and move today. Kind of enjoying my morning before a hectic afternoon and evening, so trying to relish in a little bit of peace. Excuse me. So we have a 5-minute warm-up this morning. 4 minutes at 190, 1 minute at 230, and 5 minutes at 100. The standard little warm-up here. Get all the systems firing and then cool it down. Then we're going to have 8 minutes at 240, 4 minutes at 140, 8 at 240, 4 at 140, 8 at 240, and then a 5-minute cool down. It's like a little 52-minute workout, but it's punchy, and I like them. You know, these are good efforts. So you'll notice the big numbers, 115, 114, those are the watts. Watts is a unit measurement of power, and it takes, I want to say 745 watts to make 1 horsepower, and about 60 watts to run a light bulb, you know, about 700 watts for a toaster, 1,000 watts for a microwave. But anyways, that's how much power I'm putting down. Then you'll notice to the right it says 147, that's my heart rate. The number bouncing between 99 and 100 is my cadence. My RPM, how many times my legs go around in a minute. And then right here on the left is a line of my heart rate, and down below here, the gray is shows what power zone I'm in, right? So once we start getting into these efforts here real soon, that bar on the bottom is going to change colors. And what we want that bar to do while it changes colors is be smooth and not like all peaky and hilly. We want it kind of relatively level. So that'll show consistent power and that you're not really wasting much energy with the ebb and flow of the workout or the warm-up. Find a good gear to sit on here. Good morning, Doc. Thank you for the double like. So I'm going to spin it up, try to keep it level here. Just wake everything up. My Garmin says I'm in crappy shape. I believe it. So we're kind of at the top of our cadence, really, for anything over time, at least for me. So I'm gonna add a little more. Just kind of lay off the pedals a little bit, see what happens. Feels better. Legs are definitely feeling the last few days, but that's good. If I wasn't feeling it, I'd be wondering if what I was doing was right. But my coach is happy where I'm at. He says I'm doing great, so that's what I wanted to hear. Him being happy, my coach being happy with the workouts is important to me, at least, because he's structured everything. Let me shut down here. He's structured everything for me to be the strongest during race time. So part of this is not necessarily on him, right? It's on the athlete trying to trust the process. And knowing that your coach is like the bee's knees and will take care of you. I think we're going to ride this gear here and just ramp up the RPM and see if that'll put us around 230. Seems to. At least on the bridge. So this is just a short little wake up session for the body, right? Get everything lubed up and warmed up and ready for these longer efforts. Let's see if I can catch back up here. So now we're basically going to cool down, try to get the heart rate to drop. Get the breathing under control. Let everything work. Let the body process what you just did to it. That dude's hauling ass. So you'll see people passing me because I'm doing a workout. So the amount of watts per kilo translates to my miles per hour, but I don't feel the gradient at all. So basically I'm just like track standing up this hill. At least that's what the game thinks. So we want that red line that's chilling right here. We want that guy to drop. We want it to go down. And the quicker it does that, it's like a sign of cardio strength. The faster you can recover when it comes to cycling or an effort. My heart rate tends to get out of control. Sometimes when I'm sprinting, it'll be up in the 190s. If I'm talking during an effort or anything like that, I'll gain heart rate because I'm not breathing the way I should. But I'm not the best or the master at any of this. That's why we're slightly below mediocre sports, right? If I was claiming to be the best, I'd be like slightly above mediocre, but no. When you do the mean and plot averages, I'm like down there. But I try to share what I do know. I'm a track cyclist. That's where I have found that I'm the strongest. I'm a decent crit racer, but I'm absolutely fart on the road. If you want me to climb anything, give me some time. Because it takes me a little bit to get up the hills. But I really love the velodrome. And I like the velodrome because of the mentality of the kilo efforts is kind of what I align with. And that's just like hammer down. You know, you hammer out of the gate as hard as you can, make it the first couple laps, and then your body just says no. all your stores are gone and you're just exploded, and it takes a little extra something to keep digging down and moving your hamstrings out of the way of those pedals. And I like the hammer down approach. So I really haven't figured out gears 2 through 5 yet. I learned the chill out gear, right? The 180 or 100 watts. And I figured out the power game, over 1,000 watts. But this middle stuff is hard. I think we should be good here. Might have to shift down one. Kind of like to get into gear a little bit before the effort, so I'm not like struggling to get it up as soon as the effort starts, So we're going to kind of hover around 240. I'm going to try to find a good cadence and rhythm that supports 240. And see how this first effort goes. After that, we'll dictate if we can ramp them up a little bit or we got to keep them low. And if anybody is wondering, I do not use ERG mode, the thing that basically tells the trainer that you need to hold 240 watts so it holds that resistance. I don't use that because I like to learn how the power feels on my own, and it forces me to be more consistent. Well, I hope everybody's having a good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm just trying to get a decent little workout in before a hectic Sunday. So we're sitting here around threshold. I gotta get these watts down a little lower. There we go. Because everything feels okay. You know, the first 2 or 3 minutes into an effort, right? But once everything gets fatigued, it's a lot harder to keep the RPMs up and the power going with it. And if you had ERG, it would just hold this forever. So it takes the discipline to keep pushing through. See what one down feels like. Yeah. Might be a little better for the cause right now. Or not, I don't know. I don't think. These aren't really that bad. I think the suffering comes with trying to find a gear that would hold these watts comfortably. But, oh well. Sometimes you have to pick a higher watt to go with because that's where the cadence lies. Or a higher cadence because that's where the watt lies. It just depends. But it's not the worst power hold, I guess. See if that changes it. Come on, guy. There we go. So by changing the position on the bike, you can change your hip angle and get more power from just different muscle groups, or just open everything up. And it can change your cadence as well. Case in point, so right here, we're at 96. Come down here, something weird happens where my body wants to do this. Right? And it's weird. I don't get it. Up here it's different. I'm still putting down the same perceived power. But cadence and everything changes. So we're closing in on our first 8-minute effort. I think everything feels pretty comfortable. Maybe we'll step her up 10 or so watts the next time. See how we feel. Because I still want to successfully get through that third 8-minute effort, right? So tomorrow is my third 3-month anniversary from shoulder surgery. Had a rotator cuff, labrum, and bicep tendon repair. And my shoulder feels good. I'm finally getting able to retract my scaps comfortably and be down in a time trial position. Racing on the track, I'm only in the drops for 20 seconds, maybe 15 seconds. And then I'm in this position, right? Cranking with everything. So this shoulder needs to be stable. And not only does it need to be stable, but it needs to be stable in an aero position, right? Because if I'm on the track and everybody's running the same equipment, for example, and I'm the only one that's sitting up on the track like this, chances are I'm gonna go slower than a guy that's down like this, right? So being down and being able to hold that position while also laying down power is going to be very important. Mike Bear, how you doing, brother? Hope you're having a good Sunday. Thank you for the like. But my shoulder's been a hard game to play because I really want to just go back to jiu-jitsu. I want to go on the road or in the velodrome and just sprint, right? And I wanted to do that like 6 days after surgery, you know, but I know I need to take it easy. Thank you for the like, Laura. And that's been the hardest part. And my physical therapist just keeps telling me like, you're doing great, right? But if you push it, there's nothing I can do. Sorry about that, my wife dropped something in the kitchen. It's called prolonged exposure therapy, and she's great at it. So basically, like, there's nothing you can do to make this thing heal faster, but there's everything you can do to make it heal slower. And so it's kind of given me the wherewithal to be easy on myself and be easy on this arm. Because I am making good progress. So we'll see if we can keep her up in the 250s this time. It may occasionally drop, so don't judge me. It's going to take me a minute to figure out what this watt and what this RPM is supposed to feel like. It's terrible, huh? See how this feels after a few minutes. I'm sure not as good as it does now. Get back down there, guy. Excuse me. Hey, thank you for the ride on too. Laura, I appreciate it. I'm a sprinter, and my races are like 1 minute and 5, 1 minute and 7. So these longer sustained efforts are brutal. That's okay. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Cranking out some threshold stuff today, which is uncomfortable. So I'm sorry if I don't speak as much during the efforts. You're probably grateful for that. Hey, thank you. 100K on Zwift that's a time investment for sure. My buddy cycling with Doc, he does a lot of those longer rides, more demanding climbs. Just kind of do my workout and try to answer any questions anybody has. And I'm always super grateful for people stopping by and dropping a like or a comment, asking questions. I'd like to stay in the 250, 260 range, but we're having a little difficulty with that. I apologize. I wonder what would happen if I did that. Too slow. Just searching for a more comfortable spot, and I don't think we'll find it here. That's okay. Only 25 seconds left anyway. So, if you're new, I blow my nose on this side, and I wipe my face on this side. And I have a puke bucket here. Excuse me. So if you see me spitting, I apologize because it's rude, but I'm doing it in a bucket, not on the floor. I don't know why that matters to me that everybody knows, but it does. That effort looked relatively smooth, I guess, on the bar graph, or whatever the hell that that is on the bottom. I like it to be a little smoother, but fatigue does a weird thing where it starts to make your body break form. And once you start breaking form, you're done. You lose efficiency. Yeah, get that mullet fanned out. That's nice. We got one more 8-minute effort coming up here in a minute and a half. Just trying to get comfortable. We'll hold her around 250 again. And then halfway through, so 4 minutes through that effort, this next effort, we'll add it here and see how it feels. And wherever that watt is, that's where that watt is, right? And at 2 minutes, we'll reassess. And if it feels good at 2 minutes, we'll add another one. This last effort should be, at least in my mind, pretty close to wide open. If my body will handle it. So like I said, 250, 260, and then we'll add one at 4 minutes. And see where that journey takes us. That's a little better. Keep it around here for the first few minutes. Maybe a little preemptive. Whatever. This feels better. See if we can make it last. Getting into the fun stuff. Fun, fun, fun for everyone. Sorry. Alright. Add one so it happens. Ooh, that's heavy. No, you. Come on. Sorry about that. Got into a little challenge on myself. That was fun. Apparently, we didn't get a star because we didn't, excuse me, listen to 240, but whatever. Thank you everybody for stopping by today. I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday, whatever's left of it. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm unsure what is scheduled for tomorrow. Usually Sunday is my coach's day to build stuff, so usually know in the afternoon. But I'm sure it's going to be something wicked. So thank you everybody for stopping by. We'll be back tomorrow. Probably around the same time. Actually, no. Tomorrow I'll be riding in the evening. So it'll be like 6 or so. 1800 Pacific time. So it'll be a little later. But we'll still get it done. So I hope everybody has a good Sunday and a good week coming up. Stay safe. I'm just going to stay home. Do work around here. I'm not even racing tonight. I might race Monday night, tomorrow night after cycling workout or whatever, but I'm done racing at Martinsville. Over that. So we'll go see what the next week has in store for us for iRacing. But see y'all tomorrow. Be safe. Make fun of your spouse or loved one. It's the best way to show affection.